Laura here. Today I am doing a collab with Nona and Angie, and our collab group is the 3 Continents 1 palette, because we all live in a different continent. And we've been doing this for a while. It's a Colourpop series, and today we are going to do the Soul palette. Now I don't have the Soul palette, so Nona and Angie will do the actual Soul palette, and I'm going to dupe the Soul palette and do a look from my dupe. So I'm just going to get started, and it's what, 9:30, and it's really hot here today. It's ridiculous. It was supposed to get to 30 degrees Celsius yesterday, and it feels even hotter now, and it's only 9:30 in the morning. So this is not a new palette. It's been around for a while. I just never picked it up. After playing with duping it, a couple of the colours I really liked. If I could get them in singles, I would, because I couldn't actually dupe a couple of the colours. I had to mix some. So I can't show you my whole palette duped, because 2 of them I have to mix out of another palette. So that's more or less what I've got so far. And I'm also going to be using this, no, not that one, fuzzy, this one here as well, out of, this is the I Heart Revolution Tasty Peach palette, and I'm also going to be using this one mixed with this one. I feel like I've got one missing, hang on. Let me just, I duped this a while ago. Yeah. Now we're looking a bit better. So this one I have to mix with one, and this one here I have to mix. I have to get out of the peach palette, because I can't take those pens out. They're too hard to take out. So that's what I'm working on. I will tell you the colours that I'm using that are supposed to be in the Soul palette. But if you want to actually see what the Soul palette looks like properly, then go and watch Nona and Angie and find out how close I got. I'm going to go into this one here, which in the Soul palette is just like 3 zeros. I'm not cool enough to know what that's supposed to mean. But that's what it is. And I am using the Colourpop one, which I have forgotten to write the name on the back of, but it comes from the Orangey Glad palette. And I'm going to have to look up where these were supposed to go, because I haven't named them. I got quite a few of them out of this palette, as you can see. So I'm going to go into this one first. I think this one was called Tangerine Dreams, but I could be wrong. And where so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put that in my crease. So I mostly didn't really feel I needed this one, because like I had the orange palette. This one came out before the orange palette, but I think it came out before I was really buying Colourpop. And I was more interested in the 9-pen single colour palettes at the time. But that's such a pretty colour. And I'm going to go in with this first one here, which I think is zested from this palette, that top one, which is New Digs in the Soul palette. It's like a pale apricot, which will blend out that orange nicely. That's pretty. So it was really the pink right in the middle that I liked. I seem to be very attracted to those bright pinks, even though I don't actually wear bright pink. So I don't know where that attraction comes from. That's pretty. So we're just doing free choice. We decided not to do a bingo or anything, because we've put this one off a couple of times because people haven't been well or been busy, and so it's been a bit of a mess the last couple of months, but I think a lot of people have felt that. Now what do I want to do next? I think I'm going to go in with the one that is supposed to be Motel, which I have to use Fuzzy from this one. This isn't exact, but it's as close as I could get. I don't have the pink monochrome palette from Colourpop, the Ooh La La. I don't have that. Every time I make any order from Colourpop, they're always sold out, so it was a popular one, that one, or they just decided to stop making it, I'm not sure. Right, it's this colour that I keep being attracted to in these palettes. It's taking a bit of work to build that one up. It's a little bit drier than the Colourpop mattes, but it's getting on there. I'm kind of making a mess, but that's okay. It's a pretty colour, that orange and that pink going really nicely together. And then I want to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with what would be floaties, which is this one here, which I have to mix because I couldn't quite get the colour. This is from Colourpop too, and I'm not sure which one it is though. Might be Creamsicle, but I'm not entirely certain. And I had to mix it with one from Peach Palette, and I'm going to mix it with Flower, this one up here. And one's very orange and one's very pink, and I felt that Floaties was kind of in between the two. So that's the one from Colourpop, that's the one from the Peach Palette, and I'll just mix them a bit better on my arm because I didn't do a very good job of that. And that's the colour mixed. So that I felt was the colour that I needed, so I had to mix the two to get that. But I actually really like that colour. So I'm going to mix it on my brush, see what I can do. See if I can get the two colours the same. No, I haven't quite got them the same. I think I'm going to go in with a smaller brush, a smaller flat brush. I'm going to go back into this fuzzy colour. I might even spray my brush, I think. I just want it a little bit more intense than what I'm getting. Completely missed the brush, spraying it. Yeah, that's better. You can actually see it now. And I'll wipe that off and then go back into Floaties, my version of, and just blend that out a little bit. I'm going to wipe this off my arm before I end up with it all over me. Now, there isn't anything I want to use as my brow bone highlight in that palette, so I think I'm going to end up using my highlight for that, so I'm going to leave that for now, but I really love these colours of that. Going to tightline. Now I've got my Rimmel Wonder Swipe in my Babe. I don't know whether this is going to show up. Might be too light. I'm going to try it. Can't really see that. It's too light for the colours that I use, but never mind. I just wanted to see what it would look like. Now I'm going to clean up under my eyes and put my foundation and stuff on. She is 4F Beauty in Lifestyle, and she is in the UK. She does lots of different series on her channel. She does a Zodiac series that is actually divided into 4 that she started this last year. She tries lots of new palettes and will give you her honest opinion on them. And she does palette bingos. She does this series with us, the 3 Continents 1 palette. And she does the photo inspiration challenge, where she does lots of collabs with different people, and you have to make a look with the same photo. You can use any colour you like as long as it's in the photo, but you don't have to use all of them. She does some declutters. I can't remember if it's the end of the year or beginning of the year, probably beginning of the year. I know I always enjoy watching people doing that. And she calls herself a teaching channel, so that means she does everything close up and in real time, so you can see all the steps she does and follow along as she is doing her makeup, so she doesn't fast forward through almost anything out, so you can get a really good idea of how to do it if you're learning or if you're just picking up some tips. She's got lots of good tips and things, and she tries lots of different types of brands and things, so that's really fun to watch, because I don't have that many different brands in my collection compared to a lot of people, so I'm always enjoying seeing new things that I haven't seen before. And Nona is my so-called Live 1977, and she does lots of hauls. She's a makeup collector. She loves makeup and loves collecting makeup, so she doesn't only buy the makeup just to use it. She is a collector. She enjoys collecting. It's part of the attraction for her. And so she does some unboxings and she does hauls, and she started to do Shop My Stash, and she enjoys drugstore makeup, so she does drugstore hauls. She does this series and a few other series too, like the Birthstone collab, and she is she's trying to do a little bit of project pinning, but as she says herself, she's not the best at it, but she's doing it. So any project pinning is great. She's having fun with it, and she's the most supportive, sweetest person you could ever meet, and she does great do-it-yourself as well. Like if she wants, like her brush holder that I've mentioned before, she made herself, and it's very creative and a wonderful use of space and things that would be used for other things that she's turned into that. She has a series called Do I Still Love It, and she does lots of collabs with other people. She's just such the nicer person. They're both really great. Angie has more of a bit of a bite to her in terms of she's got a sarcastic bit of a sense of humour, which I really enjoy, because I'm a bit like that too. And Nona's just the sweetest person that you could ever meet. So I will leave their links down below for you to check them out. And if you like Colourpop and you want 3 different takes on the same palette, then this would be good videos to watch. Right, so that's where I am so far. So I'm going to go in with my version of Motel, which is fuzzy. But first of all, I want my pink eyeliner. I'm going to put that under here. You know what this palette reminds me of? I've just realised. Is the Strawberry Dreams, in terms of, because it's pink and orange together. And then I'm going to go back into, I'm trying to remember what I actually did first. I'm going to go back into this one, which would have been that 000 in the palette. And then I'm going to go into what would have been in New Digs. And that is my final look, using my version of the Soul palette by Colourpop. I really like this colour scheme. I think it's brighter than the Strawberry Shake palette. Let me go get the Strawberry Shake palette and show you. Here's the Strawberry Shake palette. So, I think I could get a similar look with the Strawberry Shake, but the Soul has it's like this kind of more earthy toned one that I didn't end up using. But this is why I love this palette, because I can get orange and pinks that I like together. So as soon as I put that Soul palette together, duping it, I knew I was going to like that. So I looked up to see where the colours are supposed to go in the Orange You Glad palette. So I used Zested, Creamsicle, Tangerine Dreams, and Mimosa My Mammy in the colours in the Soul palette. So that's what it's supposed to look like. I am going to leave Nona and Angie's links down below. I have also got a Colourpop playlist with all the videos that Nona and Angie and I have done all in there if you want to do some binge watching of their 9-pan palettes. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!